Picture this. A resident claims your rule enforcement isn't just a violation notice, it's discrimination. They're mentioning protected classes, legal rights, and potential damages. What's the difference between routine enforcement and a six-figure fair housing lawsuit? Often it's not what you do, but how you document, communicate, and apply your policies. Let me share a real situation from a condo association. Concrete repairs were approved for several units, but one unit was accidentally overlooked. When the resident, who happened to belong to a minority ethnic group, saw others' repairs completed while theirs wasn't, they immediately alleged discrimination. So what makes the difference between resolving this issue and ending up in court? It comes down to having documentation showing the resident was actually on the original approved list, quickly investigating and acknowledging the administrative error, responding in writing with facts, not defensive language, setting clear timelines for when you'll fix the problem, and having systems that flag potential fair housing issues early. Here's something many boards miss. Fair housing cases aren't won just on good intentions. They're won on documentation you created before anyone complained. Courts look for patterns, and thorough records of your decision-making processes often matter more than the explanations you give after allegations come up. Here's another scenario from a manufactured housing community. A resident who just moved in put up an unauthorized fence, saying that their neighbor's dog was creating problems. When cited for breaking the rules, they immediately claimed selective enforcement based on sexual orientation. What helps communities avoid these situations? Regular community-wide inspections documenting all similar violations, taking dated photos showing all violations, not just selective ones, setting clear boundaries in communications. This is about rules, not neighbor disputes. Being consistent in how you categorize and respond to violations, and remembering that privacy laws actually prevent you from telling one resident what actions you're taking against another. The reality is, courts look closely at whether communities treat similar situations differently. Claims of selective enforcement often happen because communities don't document when they've cited others for the same issue. The solution isn't just enforcing rules, it's creating clear evidence that you're applying policies consistently across the board. In another case, a large family in a manufactured housing community had excessive outdoor storage. When they received violation notices, they claimed discrimination based on family size, which is a protected class under fair housing laws. What separates vulnerable communities from protected ones? Using objective standards that apply regardless of who lives in the home, documenting when you've cited various household types for similar issues, carefully wording violation notices to focus on conditions, not the people, taking photos showing you've cited households of various sizes for the same violations, and keeping records of residents acknowledging they understand community standards. The key principle here is showing that enforcement decisions are based on behaviors and conditions, not on who the residents are. Courts don't just look at individual cases, they look for patterns. That's why comprehensive record keeping isn't just paperwork, it's your best defense. Now, whether you're managing an HOA, condo association, or manufactured housing community, the principles stay the same. Document proactively, enforce universally, and communicate professionally. What really protects communities isn't just knowing fair housing laws. It's creating systems that make your compliance visible and indisputable. These practices don't just protect you legally, they create communities where residents understand that rules exist for everyone's benefit. When fair housing principles guide how you govern, your community becomes not just legally compliant, but genuinely a fair place where everyone wants to live. If you found this perspective valuable, we invite you to connect with us. Facebook viewers, like our page and follow us for regular updates. Feel free to message us directly with your questions or community challenges. Instagram viewers, hit follow and feel free to DM us with your questions or community challenges. YouTube viewers, subscribe to our channel and check out the video description for helpful links. Visit our website to discover our thought leadership content, books, and resources that can transform your community management approach. Whether you're dealing with the challenges we discussed today or other community issues, we're here to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.